Hello, and welcome to today's live stream of Disco Elysium. We're back again with more of it. I mean, that's all there is to say. Shout out once again to Hanusha for following yesterday. That was very nice of them. They stopped by quite late in the stream, but nevertheless, they gave me a follow, and I really appreciate it. Trying to get to 50 followers by the end of the year. That's my goal. I've said it a few times now, but hey, just a reminder. So yeah, let's continue. Just want to move my mic into position here. Got my water. Got that. Oh, my CPU usage is looking a lot better today for some reason. I don't know. I try to do a lot of little tricks to get things to run better since I have such a low spec setup. Doesn't always work, but I could definitely share some of those tips if you want to stream yourself. You don't have the best tech. Let me serve as a bit of inspiration here. Let me just show off a little bit more of my face so we can connect. We can really get to know each other. Oh yeah, by the way, No. The first 3 Disco Elysium streams are up on YouTube now on my YouTube channel, which is just Josh Ford. You can search for it and find it. Now we have a weird line there. It's better than the line that was just chilling over here or so. Last stream we were visited by a very kind little white stripe. I don't know what was up with that. So what are we gonna do? Let's look again at our journal. Ooh, map. Haven't seen that before. These are white checks. Those on white are available to try now. Oh! Okay. Acquire a copy of the city map. That'd be nice. Measurehead. We could do that. Sleeping dock worker. Trash container. Where's the fan? I don't know. I clicked on it. Now it won't do anything. Yeah. Okay. That didn't help us much. Let's just look at our tasks then. Oh, just to mention, no one's watching at the moment, but you may see ads on at least the first Disco Elysium stream on YouTube. I don't monetize any of my videos because I can't yet. I mean that's completely true. But there was a copyright claim, which is perfectly fine. It's not a strike. It's just a claim on the first one because a track from the game got caught by the band's label, which is understandable. I don't have a problem with that, but just so you know, that's why there might be ads on the first one and possibly other Disco Elysium streams that I do. I'm going to try to be speaking more over the music just to try to prevent that from happening if I can, but hey, I don't mind giving it back to the people who contributed to the game. That's perfectly fine. Let's see. We can track down a badge. We made the call reporting the crime, pay for the damages. Let's quickly deal with that one. We have to call the station asking for more funds. That's not good. Hello, Firefox. I'm a bit taken aback by the first part of your message. You're welcome. I saw you were very quick to comment on the videos that I put up, the stream VODs. That was very nice of you. Pick up the radio again, run your fingers over one of the steering levers, tap on the fuel preheat. No. Yeah, let's pick up the radio again. This is Precinct 57. The operator greets you. Read the static. How may I assist you? Please connect me to 41st again. I need you to connect me to a civilian. Sylvie, she may have reported a murder. Let's do this one first. Force, what is her number, officer? Yeah. Didn't guard give you Sylvie's number? Yes, hold on. The lieutenant takes a look at his notes. Her number is 00519444298. That's a strange ordering of the number. Received. Hold on, officer. Wait patiently. Start slapping a marching rhythm on your thighs. I'd like to do that. Give it a minute. She might be busy at the moment. Takes a bit to get to the phone. Just wait. Relax. Okay. Officer, she finally returns. I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you? Yes, hello. A female voice greets you through the static. It sounds like she's million miles away from here. A weird way of phrasing it. Oh, okay. I used to go live on YouTube and Twitch at the same time, so that's where that meant I didn't have to worry about uploading stuff. It just got automatically uploaded and people would get a notification when I went live. But hey, I mean, now I guess I can schedule it a little bit better if I want to. I don't know, I still need to work out a good rhythm for that. But hey, it's all good for now. I'm kind of just going in guns blazing. Hello, this is the police calling. I have some questions for you about your last days at work. Sylvia, I believe we've met before. This is me, a detective from the Whirling in Rags. I don't think we've met before. Alright, she recognizes your voice almost immediately. Hello, officer, what can I do for you? You can hear resentment in her tone. She's not thrilled to be talking to you again. You quit your job at the Whirling. Why? Was it you who called the police? Have you seen my badge? Have you seen my gun? I think I got everything I need. I just needed to say hello. Was it you who called the police? You quit your job at the Whirling. Why? Let's not go into that one. Was it you who called the police? No, not me. Why didn't you call? Didn't the corpse behind your workplace bother you? You know who made that call? Yep. I understand. No, sorry, I don't. She clears her throat. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the union's phones or the one on the coast. So the union has a phone and there's one further down the coast. Got it. For someone else, the lieutenant makes a note. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while. No, she kind of answered that by saying because there wasn't a phone. Yeah, go on. Have you seen my badge? Are we going to do that? Let's do it. Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer. The law. This exact conversation has happened before. Establishing authority before this young girl seems to have been important to you in the past. Don't go there again. How did you first learn my badge is missing? Have you seen it anywhere? No, oh, no, I haven't. Sorry. Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours? Oh, my uniform too. God, I should really look into that. So how are you doing? I'm pretty well, and yourself? I've taken a lot of the day kind of off just because I'm going to be working into the night because of I have to take an international call. So I've been leaving a lot of my work for... I mean, I've done more of my work in the afternoon, whereas my morning was a little bit more relaxed. And how are you going? Or doing? I don't know. How's it going? That's what I was trying to say. Conflated some sentences there. Kim doesn't have a uniform. He seems real to me. I'm going to let it slide. I don't need answers for every little thing. Let's go for that. Right, it's better to not ask too many questions lest people start thinking you're a cop or something. I'm not gonna say, have you seen my gun? You say you quit your job and ask why? Let's do it. You mean, why did I leave the bar? You can hear her tense up on the other side. Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir. Why not? That's what logic says. Wait, why aren't you comfortable discussing it with me? Okay, did you leave because of guards? Alright, I won't push you on this. Are you ever coming back to work? Maybe, I don't know. She seems to relax a little bit. I just know I have to take some time off right now. Okay, I think I got everything I need, thanks. I do hope so. Please don't call me again. Bye. She's ready to hang up. Empathy, medium. Wait, why does she seem angry with you? Let's roll for it. Okay. Yeah. All you do is play Genshin Impact all day. I've been thinking about maybe trying that game because I hear it's like Breath of the Wild and Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Two games that I quite enjoy. More so Xenoblade Chronicles than Breath of the Wild, but still. Oh, okay. Sorry to hear that. I mean, I don't ever stream from my iPad, so I can't really say. I think, maybe Streamlabs on iPad works? I really don't know. I don't have a way to help you out there. Sorry. Sorry, Firefox. But if you Google things like how to stream Pokemon Go, maybe you'll figure it out because that would probably use the same technology. Yes, you have obviously done something to upset her at the Whirling Rags when she was still working there. Wait, before you go, you're mad at me, right? Tell me, what did I do? I can't remember anything. Oh, we got some experience. That's good. I'm not mad. It's just the static size again. You were so drunk and so emotional all the time, and then the skewer thing happened. It just made me want to quit. What skewer thing? So you're telling me that I was the one who made you want to quit? Yeah, let's ask this one. Yes, obviously, you were the worst client I've ever seen, and I've seen so many assholes in this place. I've had sailors fighting, union guys grabbing my ass, kids stealing booze. Once a guy was glued to the karaoke machine every night for 2 months. But you, she pauses. Go on, I want to know what I did. Well, you were the worst. You were worse than all of them. Honestly, you were getting borderline aggressive. Even about little things, like not turning down the volume at 3 AM. I even liked one of those songs you kept listening to on repeat. No more. I hate it now. Hold on, which song? Oh, we got another 5 experience. Maybe. Yeah, okay. Well, you know, you try that and tell me. We go on by the oh, she says, I can't listen to it anymore. You've turned it into a parody. Sorry about the song. Hell with that song. Then there was your room, your project, an experiment to see how bad it can get in there. I tried to send a cleaner, but you wouldn't let me. You wouldn't let me, sorry. Threatened to make me understand. I had no idea what you meant, and I don't want to know. And then you screamed something about how you're actually a real cool guy and no one understands it. One of the coolest guys there is. The coolest guy in Jamrock. Something about disco too. I'm sorry. Let's just say I'm sorry. And then I had to deal with your toilet, the one you clogged with police documents, causing water damage downstairs in the kitchen. I wouldn't even mention you waving your gun around, harassing customers, threatening to sing karaoke, threatening to kill yourself. Wait, police documents? Ugh, the ones I had to wrench out of your toilet, what happened to them? It's the only dialogue option we have. Damn it, I don't remember what I did to your damn papers. I don't remember every little thing I do. Resentment gives away to concern in her voice. Especially when there's a hurricane loose, it's your fault for losing them, not mine. Something in you wants to immediately forget about this, as if there was a reason you threw them away. Okay, I get it. I wasn't a very good tenant. No, you really weren't. You were simply the worst. I'm truly sorry for everything, Sylvia. I was trying to show you the world of tomorrow, the great panic at the end. But you're the worst tavern wench I've ever seen. Girl, just loosen up a little bit. Don't you ever party? I don't even know what to say. Let's go with that. God, I knew I shouldn't have brought it up. Just try not to call me again unless pretend it never happened. What skua thing? The stuffed bird, the great skua. You threw it against the wall while screaming F that bird and laughing like a maniac. Hello, Catherine. No worries about being late. We're just investigating what happened the night we were drunk. This sounds like me, alright? This doesn't sound anything like me. I love birds. Got what was coming. Why do I always end up screwing everything up? It was a pretty bird. There since I started working whirling. I really liked her. We called her Scotty. There's genuine sadness in her voice. I'm looking for a song, geez, that would be pretty bad. But when I spoke to Gart, it seemed like he thought you left because of him. Wait, really? No, this is absolutely not true. I like Gart, I really do. Didn't he cross the line when he asked you out? No, I was actually flattered. I've always liked him. It was just bad timing with the corpse and all that. There's a pause. You can almost see her on the other side, the telephone cord coiled around her index. I didn't know what to say to him later. Then you came and destroyed the place, so I left without explaining. I should have told him. Maybe. I can tell him. You talk to Gart for Sylvia. Okay, but please don't mess it up. Please don't take out your gun or something. I don't have my gun. Alright, thank you for talking with me. Take care. You hear a sigh of relief on the other end of the radio. Wordless, the call breaks. Then the already familiar voice. Anything else I can help you with, officer? Yeah, I'm done with the radio for now. Well, I'm gonna be here playing Genshin Impact. Need anything, just tell me. Sure thing. Thanks again for showing up, Firefox. I really appreciate it. And she goes away. Okay, leave. Cool. We got more quests. I feel like we're getting more than we can handle, to be honest. It's already 1 o'clock on the first day. Oh, and hello, Vice Chest. I didn't even see you there. Sorry. Welcome. Pronounced Revachol. Aranye. Clasia is pronounced Clasia. This is such a combination of languages. French. I don't know, some Dutch, German. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff here. A lot of stuff going on. But anyway, I need to ask him about the key. Anyway. Is the trash container out back yours? Mine? No, it belongs to the whirling in rags. Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked? Why? To keep the hobos and drugs out, that's why, and the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company. I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container? Well, yes, us and the garbage disposal company. It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you. I wonder what this feeling is. No, it doesn't. Nothing stirs in me, and it isn't callous, it's common sense. I wonder what this feeling is. Prod at him and find out. Doesn't it seem callous to you regarding even your leftovers from the poor? We need those keys. Let's not. We're already on bad terms with him. You need those keys. What do you need them for? It concerns the case. The lieutenant's voice is harsh and said, "Please cooperate." Yeah, we got it. Takes the keys from under the counter and hands them to you. Just bring them back once you're done, please. I've seen something here at the Whirling Guard. A thing I need to talk about. I talked to Sylvie. She left because of me, not you. I'm not sure which of these is correct. Wait, what? He looks up surprised. But what about the bird? The bird? Yes, the bird. I found it lying on the floor with a broken wing the morning she left. She didn't break it, I did. I threw it against the wall. You broke the skewer? His face is flushed with emotions. A rash covers his neck. I assure you, it was him. It's as if he can't decide whether to be angry or relieved that it was you. Again. Why on earth did you have to break the skewer? It's a mystery. I just break things, it's the way I am. Maybe I have a vendetta against it. It's a mystery. I don't know. This is rough. Do we go with it's the way I am or it's a mystery? This would make him angry. This would also make him angry. Let's just tell the truth. It's the way I am. I can't believe it. I was so sure it was Sylvie. Even worse, I thought she was trying to send me a message, symbol of hope and all. A tender type of hope. Something stirs in you. Perhaps this is why you broke it. Alright, he calms himself. Did she say anything else about me? You know, he repeats, did she say anything about me? She said she was flattered. It was just bad timing. She said you're nice, but also her employer. I mean, come on. No, we didn't really talk. It was just bad timing. I don't know about the in that sentence. The article. Really? The man doesn't know what to say. He wipes his brow and stares at the counter. I should give her a call then. Task complete. Talk to guard. Yay, we got 30 experience. We did it. That one was quick. Thanks, I guess. He gives you a short nod. Was there anything else you wanted? Or about the money I owe? By the way, I'm going to sing karaoke here. Let's not bring that up right now. Let's bring back the key. That seems like a really great idea to me. Oh, the kitchen's open now. The dishes are drying. They smell of chemicals and pine trees. Oh, new character. Hello. There's also this thought. An aroma of spices, alcohol, and tomato hangs in the air. Gorisi Quebec. A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook. As you step in, he nods towards the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Gorisi and Quebec. Quebec. There we go. Okay, it's definitely not his name. Whatever you do, please don't call him Gorisi Quebec. Please, it's not funny. Ah, Gorisi, I have some questions to ask, Mr. Quebec. I'm here on official... Hello, sir. Got time for a few questions? The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air. You've got some impressive pots there. I don't think I need anything else. Drawing circles in the air. Drawing arcs in the air. Pots. Stay masculine. Yeah, okay, we'll figure that one out later, perhaps. One thing at a time. I'm so easily distracted. It's a miracle I even managed to get any work done, as Catherine always likes to point out. Blue door. You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery. Touch the door. Try to push on the door. I wonder where this door leads. I'll be back and mark my words, door. I wonder where this door leads. You do? The lieutenant regards you with patient skepticism. It's the door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads to? I'm drawn to its cobalt blue. Or the whirling in rags. There's something about the space that makes me want to know. However, you may find something pertinent to the investigation. You're right, it's not important. Let's go. Let's go with this one. Eccentric, but okay, I suppose we could look into it. as a side investigation. He's not bothered by her eccentricity. He seems genuinely intrigued himself. Yes, a mini side investigation. No, the door is a mega investigation. The door and the main investigation will merge into a stereo investigation. Explore the whirling in rags. Secret passages? That might just be our own imagination making it more mystical than it actually is. If you say so. He looks to the door, then you. Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager. Try to push on the door. Let's just try it. The door does not budge. Touch the door. Let's leave. We have stuff to do and people to see, I think. Is the music about to change? What's happening? Anyway, we managed to confirm that we were in fact the ones who... Oh wait, we never spoke to you, did we? Lena, the cryptozoologist's wife. Hello again, sweetie. I see you've met up with your... Oh, there you go.
I see you met up with your colleague.
Yes. The lieutenant nods politely. Reaction speed. Wait, who's sweetie? Who's sweetie? Does that mean you like me? Leave. We didn't need that. Does that mean you like me?
You are a handsome man, officer, with your moustache and your chiseled jaw, and that silly dimple on your chin.
Thank you. At last someone's noticed.
But dear, you're not for me. I'm too old and too married besides.
Too married.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained, I completely forgot to introduce myself.
Indeed.
I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Her eyes glitter over the rims of her glasses as she looks up smiling. This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot. You seem to be in a chair. Oh no. Oh no. What a thing to say. How'd you like to... Oh no. Oh no. Oh, this is terrible. I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am or what I'm doing or anything. Sweetie needs money. Do sweeties get money? No. Why are we so terrible at speaking to people? Why can our brain not fathom logical and normal and even mildly aware responses? Yes. No. You seem to be in a chair. But I don't know anything. Let's go with that one. Her eyes follow your moves with some concern. Yes, officer, you look rather dazed, like a stunned fox, but surely things can't be that bad. I drank so hard I forgot literally everything. I hope you're right. I hope it's not too bad. Yeah, I'm blowing this whole thing out of proportion. Forget I said anything. Please, yes. No way. I'm gonna veto out that decision. We do not... we do not point out people's situations like that. I mean, there's really no need to make a deal of it whatsoever. Anyway. Drank so hard I forgot literally everything. I hope you're right. I hope it's not too bad. I hope it's not too bad. You know where we are, right? The Whirling in Rags cafeteria was on my keys. We're in Revachol. On Insulen? I don't know. I don't really know. Some seedy hotel? A war zone at the edge of the world. We're dead, haunting each other. We're ghosts. That's dark. Yes. Well, I don't. And I'm the one with the microphone. Haha! Was on my keys. Let's go with that. That's right. And where's the Whirling in Rags cafeteria located? In Revachol? In hell. We're all in hell. In Revachol? Yes, indeed. We are in the fine city of Revachol. Okay. All I know is that Revachol used to be really cool in the 30s. Honestly, I don't know diddly squat about Revachol. What kind of place is this? Her grey eyes widen. How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. This is a very different story to what everyone else has been telling us. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. The city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days. There's a pause as she studies your expression. You must look quite lost. Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes? It's spring of 51. Sure, it's the year 973. We are approaching the end times. Why did we suddenly become a doomsday clock zealot? I don't even know how old I am. It's the spring of 51? I don't know. And kind green ape pen. Ah. That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded. Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there, but now she relaxes her shoulders. I can tell this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government? Some kind of democracy, maybe? I'd like to think it's the dictatorship of the proletariat, but something tells me it's not. Our leaders are fierce warriors who traverse the plains on steeds. Civilization cowers before us. We are governed by intelligent machines that perform calculations to determine the freest market. Everyone hustles and grinds like a badass visionary. Radios are being used to control people's minds and distort our perception of reality, concealing our true masters, foreigners and women. Cop. We are living under the cop regime. I don't think it's much of a democracy. I'd like to think it's the dictatorship of the proletariat. I think that just means the working class, but I'm not entirely sure. To be honest... Oh, sweetie, she smiles with a sad smile. It's really not. There used to be people who thought that way, other people who wanted those things, but they all went extinct. Revachol is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have almost no government of our own, and certainly no dictatorship of the proletariat. They still have cops. If there's no government, how come there are cops? I don't even know what to say. I'm so disappointed. Oh dear, she shakes her head, suddenly very worried. And you were doing so well. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone. Offlight, she's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged. Who could tell me more? Someone more educated in sweeping matters? Maybe you should ask. She turns to the lieutenant. No. He looks away. I'm not an encyclopedia. I want to be a guide either. I'm a detective. You need to get a reality lowdown. Of course, she turns to you. Then I don't know. Someone rich maybe? Wealthy people are educated, though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez. I've got to get going now. Of course, dear. Good luck with your case. She gives you a small wave. Okay, I feel like we could have done a little bit better. But I wasn't exactly sure of the political status of this place anyway. What's this? A pen with green ape with a green ape head on one end. This is incredibly small text. The ape has closed its eyes, a kind expression adorning its face. It seems to be meditating. That's nice. Oh, we have more stuff. Keep searching for the caller despite lacking any obvious leads. This might take some time. Okay. Find the way into the secret passage. Get a reality. You have no idea where you are. Lena encourages you to ask, perhaps try a rich person. Rich people are educated. A lot of stuff. Okay, well, let's try that container in the back. That garbage container. Gold trash collector, is that the term? I don't know. I'm actually quite sure about that one. I don't know why I'm feigning ignorance. My default is to play the fool. Not really. I just try not to speak in absolutes. Wow, I must sound quite crazy right now because I'm saying one thing and then contradicting myself immediately. Where am I? That one was on purpose. Okay, let's try opening this. Since we have the keys, open the padlock with the key. I'm not going to try to bust it open, jeez. With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid. Don't! Maybe you shouldn't. I just have a premonition that there's something in there. Open the lid. There is, but you won't like it. Sweat forms on your brow. Your hand is still on the lid. Open the lid. Open trash container. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste. You're just in time. The lieutenant peers in. It hasn't been emptied for over a week. Look under the boxes of cartons. Pick at the rags. Search the food waste. Close the lid. Look under the boxes. You see milk, an egg rest with one broken egg in it, some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. The box falls into pieces in your hands. A Tiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below and turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however. Pick at the rags. Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers? Grab them. The legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage. A rank corpse smell fills the air. The victim's clothes. The lieutenant smells them. Cadaverin, I don't know. Cadaverin odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay. The lieutenant produces a black plastic bag marked evidence from his pocket. Don't drop them in. Drop them in here, officer. Bag the trousers. Kim quickly searches the jeans. Guitar mark blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt too, a wide belt. The loops appear stretched, but he looks into the container. The belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here. Something slimy catches your eye. Reach for it. A drab long-sleeve shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus. Ugh. Gross. This is why I put the mature warning at the beginning. This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. He notes to himself, anything more? Perception. Sight. Ah, we got it. Oh, it was really easy, though. The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that, thrown out towel, a mug, that's all. And now we need to also figure out who put the clothes in the trash. Alright, we should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard, or that one. He nods towards the red-haired boy behind him. I'd advise against confronting that force. Yeah, we need to ask the kids who put them, I think someone from the whirling might have been involved, maybe? Okay. Okay. The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container. Search the food waste. I'm getting the mug too. No. It's just organic waste, cold and slimy in your hands, apple and potato peels mostly, unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey. Nothing. It's nothing. Nothing more to see here. What's this? What? A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. It looks like the corner of something. Pick it out. Damaged ledger. Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes written in a man's handwriting. These could be the police documents that were flushed down the toilet. Officer, is that your paperwork? No, it can't be. I don't know what this is. Find your paperwork. We got it. Gain 10 experience. It is. Look, he points to the clipboard. The plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You even got an autopsy form in there. A miserable looking slip of paper sticks to the board. You don't mind my asking, how could you have let your paperwork end up in the trash? It must have been cramping my style. It has a foreboding quality to it. Maybe I need to lose it for the great bloodletting to begin. Wow. I think I didn't want to be a cop anymore. That's why I tried to flush my cop life down the toilet. Yeah. Well, he doesn't know what to say. His eyes express a rare condolence, then he picks it up. Lucky we found it. You should take stock of what remains, just to be sure some has not made it into the hands of the RCM's adversaries, organized crime and the like. There might have been police secrets in your notes. Okay, I'll do that. Okay, I'll do that. Read your ledger and name the case. Okay. It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. He peers into the trash where soggy cartons and rags stink uninvitingly. Now tell me what your eagle eyes see. Or are we finished? Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Go to your inventory and find the interact tab to read your paperwork. Close the lid. The container sounds a muffled gong. That's one thing off the list. The lieutenant sounds relieved. Think we got it all. Leave. I'm not picking up that mug. I see no reason for it. So let's interact with the damaged ledger. Wow, that really is damaged. This is the ledger you found in the trash. It's full of notes written in a man's dense cursive. Have a closer look. Maybe it can be salvaged to start keeping notes on the case. How do I do that? Use interact in the inventory to inspect the book. Oh wait. Excuse me. I'm using the interact button. Oh, there we go. I tried clicking on that, it didn't work. Anyway. Ah, it's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from the plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. The sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner. Urinal cleaner. Urinal cleaner. I don't... You know. Different strokes for different folks. Anything else? I think I got it. Okay, anything else? There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper. Desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard. It's a metaphor for you. Below the pathetics, terror. Do not look into its blue heart. Inspect the toilet paper, inspect the clip. Browse the white papers, browse the yellow papers, look at the clipboard. Smell the ledger. Do not smell the ledger. Please do not smell the ledger. Please do not smell the ledger. Inspect the clip. Neither of these seem to matter. Maybe we'll inspect the toilet paper later. Browse the white papers. They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered with faint red lines forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red step that exclaims, "Case files, commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible. What is in there? What are they about? Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter? These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51. This year. The exact number is hard to estimate due to the missing pages and an odd naming convention. There are at least 20, maybe 30 cases. Undertaken, not completed, mind you. It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average. 2 cases a week, a good caseload, detective. There was a mention of a... Is 2 cases good? Huh? He raises his nose from his nose. 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes. 2 cases a week appears to have been my load, Lieutenant. I'm not sure I completed them, though. 2. He raises both eyebrows. That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you're making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me. I'm sure I made plenty of mistakes. Did we burn out? Sure, I made plenty of mistakes. That's okay, he nods, then turns back to his own case files. We all make mistakes. God knows I've made my share. He tries not to think of them. Like a fan of gills, the chicken paper is dry in your hand. The handwriting is extremely dense and mostly illegible. There's a mention of naming convention here. Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins, yet still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name. A title, one might say, even. One that draws inspiration from Snoop fiction and Vespertine cop show staples. Oh my, and they're written in capital letters too. I like this idea. Oh no, what am I... Streamlabs disconnect. That's not good. Hope that's not indicative of any connection issues I'm experiencing at the moment. Why is that on? What the heck happened? For some reason, my Bluetooth activated. And for some further reason, my Wi-Fi disconnected on my phone. How peculiar. Anyway, yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case. More? Others appear more lighthearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the hookah parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout. It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done later, once you're done inspecting them up close. Kim, my cases appear to employ some kind of naming convention. You mean the alphanumeric officer precinct time of arrival at the scene? That's the one. No, I mean a non-numeric one with titles. Oh, you mean the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does. Why is that? It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves. I seem to have named the case the Square Bullet Hole Murders. Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one. He peeks into his notes. The man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that, to amuse myself. Ooh, dark. He smiles. I pray his loved ones never find out. What happened to him? Rail spike through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident. Count the pages. There is, for precisely one more, 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish. Once all the tasks are accomplished, the case is complete. Commit to paper, using the pen Lena gave you. The tasks you've completed flow out of the kind green A pen, in a brash freehand similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily, it's almost robotically simple, a language developed from mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect victim's body. Interview the cafeteria manager. It's not exactly poetry, but poetry would be out of place. Cross out the ones you've already finished. We healed our morale by 0 because our morale has not been damaged whatsoever, apparently. A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you. Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case. Lieutenant, have you by any chance named our case? No, actually, any ideas? The Hanged Man is not a bad one. Tarot reference. No, that's a bad one. The setting sun. The Furies are at home in the mirror. Like the Hanged Man. Can we call it Disco Elysium? Am I that cheesy? Actually, I don't have one. The Hanged Man. Great, that's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now. Task complete. Read your ledger and name the case. We got 30 experience. He flips the pages of his notebook. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out. I'm done inspecting these. Close the case files. Okay. You don't exactly close them so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now. Hey, it stopped raining. Can I read the case files now? Let's try logic. Let's go for it. Yeah, we can. Yes, you can piece them together using the alphanumeric code on the margin. It always begins with HDB41, then date of initialization and time of arrival on the scene, followed by the title. For example, HDB41 12011. Okay, so is that 2011 or 12? Oh, I don't know. 1201. So the 12th of January, 5 o'clock, the next world mural. Wait, HDB41, weren't those officer precinct? Why yes, your precinct number is 41 and HDB. Every last alphanumeric in the files begins with it, and these are your case files. It's safe to say HDB are your initials. Horace Debbie Berenger, are we finally going to learn our name? Krum Darjan Benzakin? Those aren't my initials. I'm not feeling them. Wow, I don't know what to say to that. I think what you meant to say was RAC. Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau. Horace Debbie Berenger. Let's go with this one. Yeah, no. How long does it take to read a case? It takes about half an hour to piece one together using the system you've devised. Where do you want to start? It takes about half an hour. Gee. Lol. The next world murder, the unsolvable case. I can revisit this. Yeah, let's do that. Not much has changed in the meanwhile. A bunch of sodden paper still sags from the clipboard. Inspect the toilet paper. Look at the yellow pages. In the back you see a thin translucent copier paper. Some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes like marching armies. These look like official forms waiting to be filled out. Then rip them from the binder and hand them out according to type of form. What types of forms are these? 3. Okay, what types of forms are there? The topmost are misconduct files, the middle ones are station calls, and the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of. You don't have to be an intellectual giant to do police work. Misconduct fine. Field station call, field autopsy. A dozen pages of thin copy paper, bright red and yellow. You see the parameters of a deceased human form waiting to be filled in: age, sex, condition of internal organs. Station call. These are quite sinister in tone. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station. Below the call are the criminal charges you risk by not appearing. Misconduct fine. A monetary penalization ranging from 22 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the fields. They appear pleasantly vague. Enough of these. Hey, we got another 5 experience. We're definitely gonna level up soon. Yes, all that remains now is to fill those forms and hand them to people. Fines for wrongdoings, interview requests for bad guys, and field autopsies to dead guys. What delicious power hid within this pathetic mess. You feel better. Ah, that's great. And the rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork must have spared the fragile copier paper. Put the ledger away. We've done quite a lot of that. I think I'll save more for tomorrow. Ah, that was a lot to absorb, wasn't it? Oh, we did level up. Isn't that great? We can level up our endurance. That would allow us to check again. Might be a good idea. I still want to level up perception, but it doesn't look like we'll get the chance anytime soon. Let's just do it. It's the only way I can actually get this to open up again. Let's not be sick this time. Please. Please can we not be sick this time? Okay, before we do that, we have a high chance. Come on. Okay, just hold on. Just hold on. I want to check something. Ask Kuno if he knows anything about the victim's clothes and trash. Ask God if he knows how the victim... Okay. I don't think Kuno did it. Let's do this. Come on. Come on. We can do it. Yes! We did it. We weren't sick. As you breathe in, the odor comes over you. It's a spell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it. Do they always do that? They do after 7 days. Yes, we're deep in decomposition here. Step closer. We've done it! Finally. Took, what, 4 streams? Today's Tuesday is actually 5 streams that it took. It took 5 streams to finally look at the body. The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength. Oh boy, we can finally dig into the investigation. Inspect the boots. The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers him. He was definitely a soldier, or some sort of army person, militia maybe. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow. These are clearly not boots, they're armor, possibly a part of a larger set. These aren't just boots, are they? They're armor. Indeed. With his notebook under his arm, the lieutenant crouches to inspect the soles. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots. What kind of armor is this exactly? Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be. Where? Under the heel. Fair weather. He turns the boot slightly. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff. What happened to the rest of it? What are we gonna do here? We're not gonna pull the boot off. That's damaging the crime scene. What happened to the rest of it? The material looks out of place here. It is. It's expensive. The lieutenant draws a line in the condensation on the ceramic with his index finger. We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men. Excuse me, to semi-automatics. How much are we talking about? For a full set, about 4 years of wages. For the northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly income is 5,500 real, unadjusted for rank. Wait, my yearly pay is 5,500 real. Ka-ching, baby, not to the boots. That's a lot, I take it. Should we say this one out loud? Not too much, yes. I need to hustle more in Hadeless. Sounds puny. No wonder I can't pay my hostel bill. It's a sorry situation, I agree. How could this man afford such expensive hardware? That's for us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the harbor company, but that's just hearsay. Initial report. These look pretty advanced for a security guard. I agree, this equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford. What happened to the rest of it? The locals probably scavenged it. It would be odd if he had more on after 7 days. After 7 days. New task, where's the rest of the armor? We should keep a lookout for these pieces. The armor could yield information. He nods towards Kuno, who's eyeing you suspiciously. This one thing he might actually know. Maybe he was just wearing these boots and there is no rest of the armor. Understood. The sabatons dangle off the man's decaying form, ageless and synthetic. Back off and look at the corpse. The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos and extremities blotched pink and blue. Inspect the belt, inspect the tattoos. Look him in the eyes. His eyes are milky white and blind to the world. That was an accident, by the way. Protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home. Just subaquatic terrors there. Tell me who you are, dead man. Dark brown hair grows in his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What happens is an unrecognizable mess. Let's try it. Nope. The corpse is dead silent. You have no idea why you just said that. Who is he? He is male, 40 to 50, with an athletic build. Okay, back off. I think Inland Empire might be worth investing in, perhaps, but there are other things I'd like to invest in first. Okay, inspect the tattoos is what I actually wanted to check. An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of penny asterisks riddle his skin. The concentration is highest around his heart. His corpse is marked by stars. What will mine be marked by? Alcohol and heartbreak. Is this a map of the night sky? Is this a microelectronic system? Is this a national pattern? Of no nation that I know of. If anything, it reminds me of religious illumination last or penultimate century. Men who live harsh lives often turn to innocentic worship. But which one? I see no trace of a humanoid figure. We're missing something here. Oh, I see. I agree. A sudden ring fills the air as the lieutenant pulls down the zipper of his orange jacket. He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera. What's that? A Tri-Get Sunshine Mini. Tri-Get is the world's leading manufacturer of intercommunication devices, primarily projectors. The camera before you looks familiar somehow. Ooh, let's finish the investigation, by the way. What is that? An instant color camera. He produces two metal capped ampoules and clicks them into place on the side of the apparatus. A thin spot shines there. I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one. He points the camera at the corpse, peering into it. The lens needs adjusting. Then we got a picture of the dead guy. At last. A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour into the thick, glossy piece of paper rolling out. That's very interesting. On it, a color-perfect copy of the dead man's tattooed chest. In case we need it, the lieutenant says and shakes the paper, letting it dry in the cold wind. Cool machine. Yes, he slides the camera closed and tucks it away in his belt. It is pretty cool, isn't it? What do we need this photo for? Victim's tattoos. It contains insights into the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter to us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around. Can I have it? Look at it later without the corpse smell. Sure, just don't lose it. He hands you the piece of rolled up photo paper. It's no larger than a pack of cigarettes. Oh, okay. The glossy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute, his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms. Inspect the belt, squint and take a step back. The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a siding buckle ties the belt to the branch. This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt. Big brother of the regular cargo belt. It's used for tying cargo under 6 rotor airships. Don't ask me how, I know, but this is the lashing belt used for airlifting cargo. Airlifting? I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them. Apparently this is the reinforced kind for air transport, my brain tells me so. He nods. The local harbour uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they used whatever was on hand without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves. We're assuming dock workers from the harbour did it. They sure wanted him to stay up there. The rope is reinforced with steel wiring. How did they even get him up? A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around. He points to the buckle tying the belt to the branch above. Did they climb up using the kid's ladder? That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle. Makes a pulling motion. Could be. The shape of the branch supports the theory. Okay. Assuming dock workers from the harbour did it. The brief suggested as much. Politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing? No, they might have forgotten to brief me. My past has undergone total annihilation. Nothing remains. My mother, the love of my life, certainly not a briefing. Okay, he blinks. You should ask me for one at the first moment we get. They sure wanted him to stay up there. The rope is reinforced with steel wiring. I was afraid it would be. He tries to inspect the corpse, inspect the noose. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This makes getting him down more problematic than I had assumed. Often look at the corpse. Squint and take a step back. As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. Visual calculus. This is a trick. You've done it before. Pink is where the blood settled in the first hours post-mortem. You can use it to see if the corpse has been tampered with. Does its position at the time of death match the discoloration? Observe. Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue, his fatted hands, thighs and his neck just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air. His face and hands are pink, thighs too. I see it. He adjusts his glasses, his neck too. The lividity goes right up his chin. We have good, well-pronounced discoloration here. Relax your eyes. The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot. So, what do you think? I think he's dead. I think he was upright after death. His hands, feet, and neck are discolored. Something is coming out of him. Let me just take a look back through all of that. Reading aloud sometimes makes me not internalize what I'm saying. I think it's basically what I can see here anyway. Basically implies that the blood is all gone there. Something's coming out of him. A pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purged liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop. The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death. What are you saying? What's he talking about? Oh wow. We got lucky. Maybe he went to the toilet sometime before death. I don't know if any of these responses are correct. This is a response. Did we? I don't feel lucky. I think he's dead. I think he was upright after death. His hands, feet colored. Agreed. He points to the belt, especially on the neck. The belt acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. Hypostasis supports a hanging. Yep, seems like a lynching to me. Could it still be he was moved after death? Does seem like a lynching. Everything here seems to corroborate that assumption, but we should still get him down before assigning a probable cause of death. Okay. I don't see bruises. Back off and catch your breath. Okay. So how do we get him down? He stops to think, then checks his notes. Oh, you sure we've finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some these things once he's down. Step back and have another look first. Yep. Okay. Gain some experience. The steel reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I didn't see a good angle of approach to the belt. He doesn't actually think the challenge is unique. He thinks it's frustrating, annoying, and harder than he thought. The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. Even if we do, there's the question of cutting the airship strength material. When else do it? We could saw the branch. That's even higher up. Seems like a lot of hassle. Let's not do it. Maybe we could shoot him down. Maybe we can ask for help from the harbor. I was really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appeared to be suspects in this case. It seems like a dangerous route to go down. What else can we do? Yeah, wait, let's reconsider. I don't see how we could possibly solve the branch. Can't someone else do it? I'm out of ideas. Let's have another look. I think we have to commit to it. Okay, he looks at the cargo belt. They do have the tools and the men. Since it looks like they put him there too. Put him there. They can get him down too. It does. Okay, let's do it. The lousy, dangerous way. We want to be dangerous. How do we get inside the harbor? Found the gates by negotiating or fighting. I'm unenthusiastic about fighting. He looks around. Or we can try to find some secret third path. It's unlikely though. The gates. Let's negotiate. Let's get to it then. Oh, that was a lot of stuff. Let's see what's going on here. Who has the rest of the armor? The victim's tattoos. Ask him to study about the case. Getting the body down. End of the day debrief with Kim. Not quite at the end of the day debrief yet. Ooh, a lot of stuff. You can also do this check if we best. Okay, what do we get? Got this, the picture. Although isn't it meant to be in color? Okay. Oh, we can level up again. Isn't that cool? Do we level up perception? I say we level up perception. It's either that or Inland Empire for me. Hunches and gut feelings, dreams and waking life. Let's put one into this. It just seems like it's a good investment. And then, as a little bonus treat, I'm gonna quickly just check one thing that required another perception check. What is this? Perception sight. We have a pretty good chance. Let's try it. Come on. Damn it. Because it's nice and orderly, well laid palette. Easy on the eyes. Feels no secret. I guess we'll have to put another one in there. Yep, oh well. Okay, that's gonna be it. I'm guessing we'll be able to level it up again pretty easily. Oh, also we recovered health. Morale. Next thing is going to be talking to this little dastard. Yeah. I'm gonna save it there. Thank you so much for watching. That was quite an intense session. A lot of reading and a lot of revelations. I mean, it's almost like we started the game 5 streams in. So if you enjoyed, thank you so much, and hopefully you'll tune in again tomorrow. Yeah. I'm just gonna save first before I end the stream. I realized that's probably easier. Oh, tomorrow's going to be one more Disco Elysium stream, and then Thursday and Friday are going to be Pokemon. I'm pretty sure it's just the exact same schedule as last week. I'm going to just update it a little bit. But yeah, let me exit to the main menu and call it a day. Thank you everyone who was watching, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.